Texas, of course, is still dealing with that winter storm that's left millions without power, heat, or water.
A teacher from South Christian in Grand Rapids is stuck there right now after planning to only be there for a long weekend. Our Lauren Coomer spoke with her today, and she says that planes are grounded at least until the end of the week. Lauren.
Doug, Annie, what the Grand Rapids couple expected to be only a 4-day trip costing them under $1,000 has then turned into at least a week-long trip, now costing them 3 to 4 times more than they had hoped. And the couple says they haven't even been able to see all of the things that Austin has to offer.
I would say an absolute complete shutdown no matter where you go. And it's crazy. I've never seen anything like this.
This is what Sherry Cashin sees when she walks out of her hotel in Austin, Texas, as a winter storm has left the entire state struggling.
I guess it was a shocker, just what we consider normal things in Michigan. Like, this would be no big deal. By noon, we'd be able to go drive in Michigan. Whereas here, this is lasting 4 or 5 days.
Sherry and her husband flew from Grand Rapids to Austin on Friday for a long weekend trip, finding out that same day their flight for Monday was already canceled and other planes had been grounded. She says on Saturday, almost everything in the city shut down, making it hard to even get basic supplies, with lines reaching a half-mile long for stores that were open.
We couldn't get into a grocery store because we didn't want to wait in that line. And so what we ended up doing is we drove around for a very long time, and we found one pizza place that had 100 and some people in line out the door. And I went and stood in line for over an hour, and we just got 4 large pizzas to last us the next 4 days. And that's all we're eating.
About a third of people in Austin were without power at one point, and many are still without heat and even water. Mike Nichols, who just recently moved from Grand Rapids to Austin just a couple of months ago, says they were without power for around 48 hours and might be losing their water too.
Whatever water we have left, he's saying put it in some like store it up so we have something to drink and use, because apparently we might run out of water pretty soon, or they might have to shut it off because the systems are just collapsing. This is really scary. This is pretty bad.
With no plows or salt trucks, many of the highways have closed down, and roads that remain open are covered in ice, which makes it dangerous to drive. Even those who would like to leave can't.
I'm thinking we could still at least get out of here Saturday. But that's crazy. That makes it over a week that we didn't, being here, that we didn't plan on.
The Cashins currently have a flight scheduled back to Michigan on Friday evening, but they say if that gets canceled, they'll look at driving options to come back. She says it wasn't possible to drive earlier because the roads were bad even days after the snow had fallen. Reporting live in Kalamazoo, Lauren Coomer, Fox 17 News.